Fireside Hearth and Home Shop, serving 2 locations, Murphy, North Carolina, and Blue Ridge, Georgia.
Stephen here with Fireside Hearth and Home Shop, and today we're at our Murphy location, and I wanted to share with you a little bit about the Lopi Berkshire. This is a vented gas stove, and I'll tell you, I actually have this in my own house. I really like this stove for a lot of different things. The unit is a heater first off, and which means this is going to heat roughly about 9 to 1200 square feet at an 8-foot high ceiling. But what I really like about it, besides the heating capacity, is the visual of this unit. It is beautiful. I don't know if you can see in the fire or in the video, it actually has glass on 3 sides. So you could literally see the fire 3 different directions. So it really is unique in the industry that it does have a beautiful flame, but also how you can actually see it. It is a cast iron stove, and the stove that you see here is actually done in a bronze color, but it also comes in more of like a traditional, say, charcoal gray, which they call iron, and also a high gloss enamel brown, which is what I actually have in my own house. Now, it is a vented stove, so what that means is you won't get the odor that you would get from a non-vented stove. Also, it can run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, just like a furnace, because all the fumes are going to the exterior. The unit has what they call ceramic glass, which helps push the heat into the room. So even if you're not using the built-in blower, which it has, you're going to get a tremendous amount of heat. The unit also comes standard with this remote control. Now, this remote control is really unique because it allows you, from the buttons, of course, to control a lot of different features on the unit. I'm pressing this bottom button, and you're seeing these icons move across the base of the remote. So what I'm going to do is show you what these different buttons will do, or these different icons. Crystal here will focus on the fire. What is neat about it, again, I mentioned this is a heater, but from the remote control, you can literally raise and lower the flame 7 different levels. And I just brought it down to the low. It actually takes a second to get there, and you'll see how it does that. And at the same time, you'll notice that this unit has what they call an Ember-Fyre burner. You'll see how the flame is coming out of really a ceramic base. It has that realistic look to it. This has won many awards because of that. Now, again, I brought the flame back up. But what else you can do is this unit has what they call a split burner. There's actually a front burner and a rear burner. And you'll notice I just turned the rear burner off. Now again, you can even adjust the flame lower with that first setting I just spoke about. I'm going to bring that flame back up. The unit also has a built-in blower. Right now I have the blower off, but you can literally adjust the speed of that blower 7 different levels from low to high. Again, most people will put it in a medium area so you don't hear that loudness of the blower, but it's really nice that you control that blower from the remote control or even turn it off. The unit also has a built-in light inside the unit. Now, this may be hard to see on the camera, but the back of the stove just lit up. This is really neat because at night, you can just leave that light on and not even have the fire going, so you can just leave a night light in the room. So it is really cool. Now, again, I love this stove because it is vented. It also produces a good amount of heat, has a beautiful look, and it also has what they call an electronic ignition. Now, the electronic ignition, how it works is each time the unit starts, it will actually start the pilot for you and then operate the stove. A traditional unit would have that pilot running all the time, but with this on this stove, you're going to save about 1 gallon of propane a week, so it's a neat feature to have. And I also forgot 2 other features on this remote. They're actually the thermostat. The remote has a thermostat. You set the remote at, say, 70 degrees, and when it hits that amount, of course, it's going to actually shut the stove off, come back on 2 to 3 degrees later. The other feature is what they call a smart thermostat. And what it does is if you put the remote in that mode, it will sense the room temperature. Again, if you set it at 70, as the room is warming up, it will actually start moving the flame up and down to your heating needs. So it's really neat on how it's saving fuel and giving you more of an even heat through the room. This is the Lopi Berkshire.